I'm Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of creditrepairshop.com and creator of summonsmaster.com. Today, in this video, I'm going to talk about something that's happening at an alarming rate in the United States right now. That is credit card debt. I'm going to give you some factual numbers, not something that's just made up just to make you want to watch the video. And the reason why you want to stay watching this video is if you're struggling to pay your credit card debt, or you're already in trouble and you went delinquent with your credit card debt, you're going to want to hear this information because I'm going to give you solutions on how you can deal with it. So now, the first part, let's talk about the facts. So in Q2 2025, more than 12% of U.S. credit card debt was 90 days or more past due. Federal Reserve also reported that about 12.1% of people with credit cards are delinquent 30 days or more. Wallet Hub data shows certain states have delinquency rates above 20%. For example, Louisiana hit 31.7%, Mississippi nearly 39% of the people are either 30 days or 90 days or more late with their credit card payment. So what does this data tell us? It tells us that a lot of people are in trouble. They're in financial trouble. They're trying to, work or live paycheck to paycheck. They're trying to shuffle around and pay what they need to pay. The old saying, robbing Peter to pay Paul, whatever it is. Whatever they're going through or whatever you might be going through, this is the data. This is exactly the data. So now let's talk about some other stats before we get into the solution. According to Wallet Hub, state by state data, Southern states are seeing the highest delinquency rates. Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, the Southern states. The lowest income zip codes saw a dramatic jump in 30-day delinquencies rose by 14.9% to 22.8%. Even among the higher income zip codes, the delinquency rates rose 4.8% to 8.3%. And if you live in a high delinquency state or you're carrying a large unpaid credit card balance, your personal risk for collection will escalate. Because you want to know why? It's because what they do is they sell them in pools. And they know if they have a large amount of people in one area, they're going to go after you regardless, but I'm just telling you how they will. This is what makes it even easier for them to go after people. They sell it to all of that pool in that one city, and they're going to go and have multiple robo-sign lawsuits in that city and line people up out of the door, having 20, 30 cases a day, if not even more. Why would they want to do that? Why would they, number one, invest the money in buying the debt? Because they do have to pay money to buy the debt, even if it's pennies on the dollar. I've seen some of the portfolios that are offered. They're paying pennies on the dollar, but they're paying $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million. They're paying a lot of money. So this is an investment. This is not a game. This is not, if we don't collect here, it doesn't matter. No, they're in the game of collecting all of the money. These are multi-billion-dollar companies. So if you have credit card debt and they are suing you, you're going to want to listen to the solutions that I'm going to give you in a minute. So they line people up and they know that most people are not going to respond. They know most people are afraid. Most people don't know what to say. Most people don't know, afraid to go to the court. They don't want to go to the courthouse. They have all of these visions in their mind about what can happen, even though it hasn't happened. And they know this, and they use emotion to get into people's heads, and they want to make sure that they can do their best to make people not respond. But the thing is that the consequences are the same. If you don't respond, you're going to end up with a default judgment. When you get a default judgment, you just disregarded all of your rights. You've given away your rights. Like you just said, here, I don't want any rights. You don't even want to put up a fight. So that means that even if they didn't have all of the appropriate paperwork, that means that if they didn't sign off on it right, if they didn't put the case together right, if the debt amount is wrong, if everything is wrong about the case because you didn't respond, everything becomes right, and they get the permission to try to hunt you down to get your money for 20 years. And a lot of people will say, well, I don't have anything. I don't have nothing to lose. I won't have a bank account. They'll say all of that type of stuff. All of that type of stuff, as if you will never have a better life. Like you're living today to never have a better life. And when you start to have a better life, guess what is going to happen? It's going to trigger, and that 20-year statute of limitation is going to come back to haunt you. I'm talking from someone that it happened to me. So I got a default judgment and didn't even know about it and didn't respond. And I'm thinking like, maybe I did get something. I just thought that I wasn't going to respond to it. That stuff will come back to get you. When you don't respond, they get a default judgment. Default judgment means that they can come after you for 20 years on that debt. And with the lawmakers that we have right now, and the lobbying groups that these debt collectors have, and with the CFPB getting the legs chopped out from under them, it could turn into 30 years. Some people say that won't be possible. Student loans used to be able to be put into bankruptcy. That means now you can't put a student loan in bankruptcy. They can go after you for the rest of your life. So what could make them say, hey, why don't we, instead of 20 years is already, a quarter of most people's life. 20 years of their adult life, it could be, 20%, 25% of their adult life running from a debt collector. That's what people could be signing up for by not fighting. And don't worry about a solution. I'm going to give you a solution at the end, but most people don't listen to the solution until they understand deeply the consequences. The other consequences is that they can seize your bank account, they can freeze your bank account, or they can seize the money out of your bank account. Some people that will say, I live in a state that don't allow wage garnishment. They will get a writ to go into your account. I just gave one to an employee that we're helping with a gentleman, default judgment, found out when he got the paper, and it was from the sheriff. Sheriffs come knocking on the door. Imagine a sheriff come knocking at your door. Think about that. Envision that. A sheriff comes and knocks on your door and asks your name and says, here's a piece of paper. You've been served. And guess what? It's not even the original lawsuit. It's saying that we're going to take money out of your bank account legally, that this company is going to take money out of your bank account legally. That's what they're going to be able to do because you never did respond to the original case. Even if you didn't know about the original case, they're still going to be allowed to do it. And it shocks people. It shocks people. Don't worry, I'm going to give you a solution for all of this stuff, but you need to listen to me and like this video, because if you're not in this situation, I'd really appreciate that you like this video so other people who are in this situation can get help. There's not too many people out there that's really offering help that really does do this for people. There's a lot of people who fake it, but there's not a lot of people who have actually went through it like me, and then that actually has something in place that can really help people and will continue answering their phone after they help them, not just run away from them. The next thing that I'm seeing them do is they will take assets. And you might be saying, well, I got a rental property, I got a car, I got this stuff. Why they won't take it? It's got a mortgage on it. It's got a lien on it from a creditor. What they do is they send appraisers out and they'll say, I see this asset here, appraise it. We think that we can get, even if we pay it off, that we can get some revenue from what is owed to us. So don't play that game. Now, I just rose up the heat. Now let me pull it down to cool you off. You have to submit a response. Some people think that, oh, I'm just going to go run and go settle the case. Let me tell you, that is even That's okay to do if you just feel that you gotta do it, but you could still be opening yourself up, because if you don't fight, it's like a bully. If you don't show some type of fight, all they're gonna do is run after you. But when you respond, so say you're getting sued, say you want to settle, your ultimate goal is to settle, you don't want to go to court, none of that stuff. By submitting a response, puts them back on their heels, because they know that they're not playing with the person who's not going to punch back at them. See, you will have a plan. Right now, if you just call them up to do a settlement, they got the chips, the balls. Look at this. Had a vacation. They're going to have all the chips on their side. I got these here because I bet on myself. They're going to have all the chips on their side. But when you do a response, then you're putting some chips on your side. And now they're going to be like, oh, we could lose this case. So let's try to hold this out of court. That's how you get them into that position. But don't worry if you don't even want to talk to them, because you had to be very careful talking to them. I'm going to give you a solution on that too. So now, before I move forward with the solutions, I want you to nod your head that you understand what you are facing, and that you understand that you don't want to freeze, that you want to do something about it. Now, let's talk about the solutions. If you're the first one, if you're only receiving debt collection letters, you can avoid a lot of this stuff from happening if you respond appropriately to that debt collection letter. I'm going to give you two ways. You can go to my website, thecreditrepairshop.com. We can do it for you. Or you can go to summonsmaster.com, and the links are below this video. You can go to summonsmaster.com, and then you can upload your letter and do it yourself. If you're just getting the letters. Now, if you're being sued, that letter will not help you. If you're getting sued already, a debt validation does not help you, because it's in the courts. So the next step, if you're getting sued, you have to submit a response. You have to respond to every allegation against you. This is what they're saying about you, what you did, unjust enrichment, all of this stuff. You have to answer that, or the court could say, well, you didn't answer this stuff. It must be true. Next, you have to put forth a defense, not a denied defense. You need to put forth a defense to, number one, win that case. And even if you want to do a settlement, by simply doing those two right there, it's going to put you in a better position to settle for less. It's going to have them coming to you with hat in hand saying, let's try to keep this out of the court. If you need to respond to your debt collector lawsuit, I'm going to give you two choices. You can go to summonsmaster.com and you can upload it and do it yourself. And by the time you see this video, there's also going to be an option where you can have the service done for you. Next, if you want to settle your case, we will put together, if your case is still in the process but you want to settle, contact us at thecreditrepairshop.com, and we will put together a package to do your response and handle the settlement of your case. The package will be together so we can make sure we had appropriate pressure on them. And we will do all of the talking by phone, not letters. We do this every day for clients. It doesn't matter if it's a business debt. It doesn't matter if it's a consumer debt. Whatever the debt is, we can help you with it. But there's a way to do it. There's a wrong way to do it, right way to do it. Which one do you want? Next, if you already have a default judgment, you didn't know about the case, we can help you. Go to summonsmaster.com, send a message through there with your contact information. We'll contact you and we'll let you know how we can help you. Even if they've already been garnishing your wages and you got a default judgment, we can get that money back for you. And if they try to bring the case again, we will have a defense for you this time so you can defend yourself. Next, if you don't want to, you have a default judgment or a judgment and you don't want to do anything with the case, you just want to try to settle the case, we have a service for that. Go to summonsmaster.com, hit the contact us form. Tell us what's going on. We will give you a call and we will take care of that for you. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my 2-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com and grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you early in the game, I just gave you the solution. Rewind this video, go back through it. Thank you for your time. Subscribe to the channel. Post your questions and comments. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and Founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.